guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, I'm Kelly, and today we are finally going to talk about the Colourpop Hocus Pocus eyeshadow palette. I keep calling this the Hocus Pocus palette, but it has an actual name. Gather Round Sisters is the actual name of this palette. The release was absolutely crazy on Colourpop's website over this palette. I don't know if Colourpop just wasn't prepared for how many people loved Hocus Pocus. I mean, they're coming out with new makeup releases all the time. You would think that their site would have been prepared for the traffic that the Hocus Pocus collab created, but indeed they were not. However, I was able to snag this eyeshadow palette, and I did get one of the lip sets in She's Beautiful. I got the lip liner with the Lucky Rat Tail and the Sarah lip color, so that is what I'm wearing on my lips. However, when I get into the demo, I will show you more of a neutral nude lip shade with this eye look here. In this video, I'm going to chat with you about my thoughts on these products. I'm going to give you a little bit of a demo, and I'm going to give you some swatches. I will leave timestamps down below in case there is just one particular part that you are hoping to see, but why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. So let's start with swatches. I'm not going to swatch the lip color because, I mean, that's what you see on my lips here, but I did give you swatches of the Hocus Pocus Gather Round Sisters palette. So when you open it up, you will see here that you have a mix of mattes and shimmers. You have some of the shimmery matte shades that they give you, and then you have a pressed glitter in Brew Potion. So you'll see on my arm from the right side of the screen to the left is the order of the shadows. So you have Full Moon, Hello Salem, Brew Potion, On Toast, Coven, Come Little Children, Tis Firm, Thackeray Binx, Yabos, I Call It a Bus, Wench, Night of Frolic, Dead Man's Toe, Bewitched, and Goodbye Cruel World. I do want to note that on the back it says that Brew Potion, which is the pressed glitter, and then Night of Frolic and Dead Man's Toe all have a little asterisk that says not intended for use in the immediate eye area, and that is because I think Brew Potion, because it's a glitter, but Night of Frolic and Dead Man's Toe, I think it has something to do with the shades that they use to create those deep shadows. Now this palette, I must say, I purchased this palette for a couple reasons. First of all, I love October. It is by far one of my favorite months because it is my birthday month. I like Halloween, but I'm not obsessed with Halloween. You know what I mean? I don't decorate my house like crazy. I mean, I'm taking my daughter out to go trick-or-treating, but I'm not obsessed with Halloween. I just really like October. I love the fall. I think that Hocus Pocus is a classic. It's a classic. I love the movie. I haven't watched it in a while, but I think this palette has inspired me to go ahead and watch it again. But really, this row of greens right here is what sucked me in. The On Toast brown shade, Yabos, and Bewitched. Those three shades really jumped out at me, and I was like, I need that in my collection. I was wearing this eyeshadow palette in one of my more recent videos, and I got a ton of compliments on it. I'll link that video down below. I can't remember which video it was offhand, but I got a ton of compliments, and it was those three shades. So I'll link that video down below if you want to see what the look looked like. But in today's video, we're going to create more of a smoky look. We're going to go a little bit deeper, a little bit darker. I have Goodbye Cruel World on the lid, and I'm obsessed with it. But without further ado, let's get into the demo, and I'll give you my thoughts after. Okay, let's jump right into the video. I am going to start by priming my eyes. I'm going to use this Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Original. I have been using the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly a lot, and I do like that, but I sometimes get eczema on my eyelids, and I feel like that contributes to it sometimes. So yeah, so we're taking a break from that. The Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden does not create an issue for me. And since this is a tutorial and you'll be seeing my hands, don't mind the fact that I'm missing 2 nails. Yes, I need to get them done. I know. Please do not come for me in the comments, okay? Let's go in with Full Moon. So I do like to set my eyeshadow. I like to set the crease because I have hooded eyes, and really That's the only shade that's light enough for me to set my crease. It does have some shimmer in it, so if you don't like that and you set your eyes, you may not want to use it, but I'm just going to take and press a little bit right into the crease, and then with what's left on my brush, I use that to highlight my brow bone, which I would have done anyway, so, you know, there's that. And just to let you know what is on my face, I am wearing the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm in the shade 4.5, I think, and I have the Milani Concealer under my eyes. For my bronzer, I'm using Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. My blush is Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. And my brows are ABH as always. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do here. I don't know if I wanna do like full-on smoky with Call It a Buzz, or if I wanna go with Goodbye Cruel World, but also Coven is calling my name. Let me swatch them. So Coven, I Call It a Buzz. Ooh, that one's really powdery. And Goodbye Cruel World. Okay, swatching them was a good idea. So this one right here is Coven. This one right here is Call It a Buzz. And this one right here, ooh, Goodbye Cruel World. I think that is the winner right there. Goodbye Cruel World. We're gonna go with that one. Okay, so I'm gonna start by taking a little bit of Hello Salem right here, and I'm gonna use that just to give me a little bit of some blending power. I like to go in with my transition shade, the one that I use to blend everything out. I like to go in with that first. I feel like it just gives me a nice base, and then it makes everything blend a little bit easier. I don't try to do anything precise with it. I just slap it on there and blend it out. Then I'm going to put on Toast this brown shade. I'm going to concentrate that in my crease. I don't do real fancy artsy looks. My looks are pretty basic. And I actually was talking to my girlfriends at work the other day, and one of my friends was like, she was like, honestly, I don't watch your YouTube channel. Not surprised, she's not super into beauty. And she was like, but do you ever do like tutorials on your channel? So I said, I do, but I'm not like a tutorial based channel. And part of why I don't do more tutorials like this is because I feel like I'm not a makeup artist, you know, like I just do this for fun. And I feel like the people who are tutorial based channels are so much more talented. They do so many more creative looks. They use so many more eyeshadows. I feel like my looks are just so basic, like minimalist, not very fancy, so I don't do a ton of them. But my girlfriends are at work were like, you know what? Those are the tutorials that we need though. They were like, I'm not going to do a creative look either, so I need something more simple. And one of my friends actually said, hey, I just ordered a new eyeshadow palette. Do you think you could do a 3-in-1 tutorial on your channel and teach me how to use it? And I was like, honestly, if you want me to, I will. But that's why I don't do more tutorials on my channel. I just feel like my looks, you're gonna see, I'm like really only using 3 shades here. Like my tutorials, my looks are just very simple. But I do love to play with eyeshadow. I'm just not the best. You know, there are people who are way more creative out there. Okay, we're doing it. We're going in with Goodbye Cruel World, and I am gonna spray my brush. I always spray my brush when I use my shimmer lid shades, anything that's not a matte. I always spray my brush, and I like a packing brush. So this is the medium eye shader from Royal & Langnickel. Tap it off to help with the fallout, and I'm gonna press it on. Look at that. I hope you can see. That is beautiful. I'm glad that I went in with this one because holy smokes. I feel like this shade, it has like a duochrome shift to it. I feel like this could be an eyeshadow that you do like a one shadow look where it's the same shadow on your eyelid and in your crease, just because it has such a beautiful shift to it. So pretty. Ooh, this is my first time using that shade. I am impressed, and I'm not getting a ton of fallout. I'm not getting a ton of fallout on my brush when I tap it off either. Some of these like glittery shades I feel like give a lot of fallout, but this one is stunning. Stunning. So glad I decided to swatch them and that I used this shade. I mean, this is the shade that I was thinking about using, but then, I mean, I'm just like, I got caught. I'm like a squirrel, and I just saw some other pretty things and started second guessing myself, but this was a good call. This was a very good call. I'm going in with the same eyeshadow brush that I used for my crease, and I don't have any product on it, but now I'm gonna focus on blending, and it's totally okay if I get that shimmer shade into the crease, because like I said, it gives you a nice duochrome shift. So I feel like that would actually look nice in the crease. And I mean, I mentioned I have hooded eyes anyway, so when things end up in the crease for me, you don't always see them, because when I open my eyes, everything's gone. Oh, hooded eyes. I'm also gonna take my fluffy brush again and some of that Hello Salem shade and just get a little bit more and put that closer up to the brow bone, just like I said. I think going in with that transition shade helps everything to blend, but then if you finish with it too, it gives you a nice blown out look. I really like my eyeshadow to be blended, and so sometimes I feel like I spend so much time on my eyeshadow just because I want everything to be nice and smooth and blended together. I do feel like in blending, a little bit of that duochrome shift kind of gets lost or blended out, so I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of Goodbye Cruel World, but I'm gonna be very careful to only put that on the lid and just a little bit to bring back that beautiful, beautiful shift. Oh, I'm so obsessed with that shade. So obsessed with it. Okay, lower lash line, I keep it pretty simple. I'm gonna use a pencil brush and go back in with this brown shade on Toast. And I'm just gonna put that right on that lower lash line. And that's it. I'm not gonna do much more than that. You could take Goodbye Cruel World and put that on your lower lash line too, and I actually think that would be very pretty, but I'm not gonna do that today. All right, I'm gonna take my pinky finger and Wench down here on the bottom, this very pretty silver shade, and with my finger, I'm gonna put that right on the inner corner. I like using my finger best. I feel like it gives me the best pigmentation. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the look by doing some mascara, putting the lip on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so in the intro and outro of this video, you will be seeing me using the Colourpop Hocus Pocus She's Beautiful lip combo. It's the pencil in Lucky Rat Tail and the lip shade in Sarah. So that's the red that I'm wearing in the intro and outro. But right here, I do have a nude for you in case that's more your style. I'm using the Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude by Charlotte Tilbury, mixed with the Dominique Cosmetics new lipsticks in She's a Tease, which is darker than I thought it was going to be, and the Buxom White Russian lip gloss. So this right here is the look that I created for you. Let me know down below what you think about it. Okay. Let's talk about this palette. Actually, let's talk about the lippy first. That won't take as much time. This was my first time trying out Colourpop lip products, and I have to say, I was not impressed. So I feel like the lipstick is patchy. It could be because it is a deeper red shade, but when I put it on the lips, It is super patchy, and you can even kind of tell in the swatch here. I mean, I can tell up close. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it applies patchy. And the first time that I tried it, I just used the lip liner along the perimeter of my lips. So now, when I've used it a few times since, I do go ahead and fill in my lips with the lip pencil. Now, the lip pencil sharpens weird. So I used it down, I sharpened it, and it looks like it's gonna fall out, but it hasn't fallen out yet. But I don't think that the lip liner really helps with bleeding. I do have some bleeding outside of my lip area. So really, I mean, I purchased this for the color and the fact that it was a Hocus Pocus collab. But if I had purchased this and it wasn't part of the Hocus Pocus collab and I had more colors like this in my collection, I probably would have returned it. I'm not impressed with it. It doesn't make me want more lip colors. I feel like the lipstick is pretty drying, and I mean, it is a deep red, but it was also, it stained my lips hot pink when I tried to wipe it off the other day. Now, moving into the eyeshadow palette. I purchased this because I love Hocus Pocus, I love October, and I wanted to try some Colourpop eyeshadow palettes. And like I said, those greens, those olive green tones were really speaking to me. Do I like the palette? Yes, I do like it. Would I say that I love it? Probably not. I did notice that I don't have the greatest lasting power on my lids. I put my makeup on at like 5:30 every morning when I go to work, and I don't wash it off until often 7 or 8 at night. And I mean, granted, that's a long time to expect your eyeshadow to last, but there are several eyeshadow palettes where my eyeshadow still looks good at the end of the day, and this is not one of them. I do get some creasing, and it just fades over time. I also do get some fallout with the shimmer shades, and I'm not a huge fan of the shades like Come In and Come Little Children, where it's like half matte, half glitter. I don't know. I'm just not really into that. I enjoy the shimmer shades like Tis Firm, Wench, Thackeray, Binx, and Yabos. Those are my style of shimmer shades. I will not be using the pressed glitter. If you caught my makeup that I'm just not that into, I'm just not into pressed glitter. So I won't be using that shade. I'm not really too pleased with the fact that Full Moon has some glitter shimmer in it, because it does leave glitter specks all over my face. I do really like I Call It a Bus. I think that is a very unique shade. It's a very unique black. I don't have anything like it in my collection, and I do want to create a look with it. So if you're interested in a 3-in-1 tutorial, let me know down below. I did initially take a survey on my Instagram and ask you guys if you wanted 3-in-1 tutorial with this palette, but it takes me a while. I'm a teacher, so I typically only film on the weekends, and by the time I get 3 looks up and edit it and post the video, several weeks have passed. So it would honestly probably be around Thanksgiving time that you get a 3-in-1 tutorial with this. But if that's not too late, if it's something that you want to see, let me know. We can do the olive green look together. We can do something deep and smoky with I Call It a Bus, and then we can do like a simple nude and put like Thackeray, Binx, or Tis Firm on the lids. So let me know. Let me know if that's something you want to see, and I'll be happy to do it for you. But I'm overall, I'm happy that I have this. But honestly, it's more of a collector's item. If it wasn't the Hocus Pocus collab, if it wasn't nostalgic for me, if I wasn't obsessed with October, this probably wouldn't have been a palette that I reached for just because of the color story. I mean, it interests me, but I'm in love with the whole theme behind this palette. Do I wear it? Yes. Will I get use out of it? Yes. But more so than anything else, it's a collector's item, and I know a lot of people felt that way. I know that's why a lot of people got it. I could do without the lip color. Am I gonna return it? No, but I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not something that I will reach for on non-video days. But I do like the palette. I am pleased with it. I don't think I would say that it's like a holy grail or a favorite, but I love it. And I do know that a lot of people could not get their hands on this, and I know that a lot of people were heartbroken over that because it went out of stock quickly. So I am here to tell you to make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you did not get your hands on this palette and you want it, because I did snag an extra. I got this on the launch date. I was lucky enough to just like happened to be on it, and this palette actually went on Colourpop's website 2 minutes early, and I was able to snag 2 of them. And I think I lucked out because there were plenty of other people trying to get them at the same time. But I did decide that I am going to give this away. This is not a giveaway video. It will not be given away here, but I am very close to 2,000 subscribers, and I am going to put this in my 2K giveaway. So if you didn't get a chance to grab it and you still want it, make sure you're subscribed and tell your friends to subscribe, because when we get to 2K, that bad boy's going in a giveaway. But that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I am wearing a Hocus Pocus shirt. I love Binx. I got this from Makeup Just for Fun's Etsy shop, so I will leave that linked down below in case you're interested. But I thought, even though you can't really see it in this video, I felt like this was an appropriate time to wear the shirt. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this video. Please make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.